Hello everybody and welcome to a sped up video because, well, my audio got all wonky due to a program I used the other day and I'm going to have to keep using. It's for classes to try to get some certifications so that I can get another job if need be. Or a better job, should I say, if need be. Anywho, right here, what I was doing is I had finished the base. I was just showing off that, the prawn suit, depending on where you put the cargo storage, is will be where it's placed on it. That was the main room. Then you got the side rooms right here. I do have two moon pools connected to this, as well as a scanner room, which we'll get to a little bit later. But that water tank eats a lot of power. I have, 12 solar panels, and it eats more than that. So anywho, going around, I was thinking of putting in one of the containment things in here, so but I haven't gotten around to that yet. So anyways, coming back to the moon pool with the sea moth in it, we are going to recolor them. We're not going to rename them because they're I've gotten quite used to them being named what they are. So rather, I am actually coloring them the channel colors. So it seems like Stripe 2 doesn't quite fit the same color scheme. So, and then I eventually just make the interiors orange and the name white. And then I come over here and see that the name didn't look white. So I was like, well, let's try this side. Come back over here, go, oh, it's still gray. Okay, well, that's enough. Let's go do the prawn. Anyway, so then I colored the prawn the same way, just the dark blue, along with the dark reds. And again, Stripe 2 is a little brighter than Stripe 1 for some reason. But then the cockpit orange, and that done. Then I come over here and look through all of the modules that these can have, and just talking about them, we do need the pressure compensator for the sea moth to go deeper. I was debating about torpedoes because we actually have to make those to have them, but we do have some leviathans we do need to kill. With the prawn, I do plan on getting 2 of the grapplers so that I can Spider-Man around, but as well I need a drill arm, but I need diamonds for that. So anyways, first off, we go to make the pressure compensator, which just requires a couple things. Nothing too intensive. Just some iron ingot and then some plasteel. And then required a computer as well, which I had forgot that I had forgot to restock the coral. The only thing that I forgot to restock, I even stocked up on table quartz to ensure that I could make computer chips, and then I use up all the coral and forget to farm it back up. So, but anywho, thankfully there's plenty just over in that area around that steam vent or lava vent near the base. So I was able to do that, almost running out of air, but thankfully not. Then running over there, getting rid of everything that I don't need. Grabbing some silver, grabbing some table quartz, and then making the computer chip. Then we come over here and make that pressure compensator. So now our prawn can get down to 300 meters. And then I was thinking about it. I was actually contemplating where the second storage space on the prawn was. So I put it up on the front there, and it's just right under the modules. So I put it back and then go, you know what? Or is it right here? I kind of want the sonar a little bit, but it requires something I don't have yet. Anywho, I do look around here for some stuff, but then I eventually do go back to just making a couple more storage modules, just so that the Seamoth can hold a lot of stuff. so that I can kind of have it as a pack mule for when we go build our next base that's going to be deeper. Then I build this for the prawn suit, or this storage module, and I'm like, yeah, this will be awesome. I can put extra arms in this, and then I try to jump into it and stuff and try to see the storage area. And yeah, it did. I didn't realize, but it didn't look like it actually expanded it. And if it did, then there's a problem with that a little bit later. So the concept is that extra storage would actually help the prawn suit, since so many of its things are its arms, that if it had extra storage, then it could in fact actually, no, I think it did expand it, because it only had, remember, we had the prawn suit, I believe, with some salvage in it. And then putting those two storage modifiers in it actually expanded how much it holds. But see, here's the glitch, is that we take those storage out and it does not shrink. It maintains that expanded inventory, which is weird because, yeah. But anyways, here I am trying to swim around, trying to find out where the extra storage is, since it didn't look like the storage expanded any. So, and just pointing out where the storage probably would be if it was there. And then I decide to jump back in, jump back up, jump out, grab the modules and go, that's a crime and shame. Go over to the equipment locker and put them away. And then I head to the scanner room where we have a bit of fun. I was driving some of the cameras around, so I parked one down in the mushroom or the jelly mushroom biome. Anyways, talking about how the cameras actually do seem like they have a range at about 400, because I noticed that the camera goes all fuzzy at about that point. And getting lost for a second and then finding my way out. But we're driving this back because we have other stuff we want to do with it. Not to mention it got damaged somehow. I think I ran into something, but anywho, getting it back to the base, all of the markers are a little jumpy. I did jump out to repair it, but I was really wondering how to get these things back in and recharge them, because there didn't seem like any terribly obvious way of doing that. Other than, well, right there, I noticed that you can actually swap out the batteries, but then I noticed that there is a little port right there, which looks like it should be able to hold the camera. And so after doing a little barrel roll, I plug it in and it does work. The cameras can just fit in right there. And then I go over and show off how this, the scanner room is actually supposed to identify where materials are on the map. And then I show that the map is actually showing what's around us, that little pillar on the map is actually there, and those little green dots are actually the cameras. Got a little confused because from the angle it was at, it didn't look like that would be the pillar, but it scans it in line of sight, which is kind of irritating. Especially irritating for one of the mods that we make later on, which is the range enhancer, because it didn't upgrade the range at all because it sees as much as it can. Most of it's cut off because there's a lot of obstruction to the range. Anywho, I go off and decide to make a personal HUD for the device, and realizing I didn't actually need all that gold. And where this goes is it actually goes in your suit. Now, I don't find that out right away, but I do by the end of the recording. So I go, oh, well, I want the range increase because I would like to see more. What's a map that you can't see as far as you should be able to, or that you can't see as far as you can, I mean. Anywho, so I get the map or the range plugged in, and I look at it. I'm like, it doesn't seem to work. So I try to put this in the CMOS, and I'm like, yeah, that didn't work. So I show off the scanning, and it takes a moment for the first item to actually pick up, but I do get the HUD on there. And about the same time, the first little blip shows up. And as you can see, it also shows up on, well, the HUD. So the scanning room is incredibly valuable. Oh, and how to get stalker teeth is to get a lot of salvage, drop it near some stalkers, and jump in your sea moth. But anyways, it looks like I'm about to end the episode here. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked. This was a bit of a rush. But anywho, please do leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you're not already. And any questions, comments, or concerns, leave that in the comment section below. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.